Hello everybody, Olusegun Samson is my name. I'd like to encourage you to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can watch inspiring, motivating and edifying videos such as the one you're about to watch. Thank you. Organizational development. Organizational development, according to Wikipedia, is the study, implementation of practices, system, okay, and techniques that affect organizational change. Organizational development generally aims at modifying organizational performance by initiating a change in system. Organizational development is a two-step dance. We have structural development and employee development. These two aspects of organizational development are very, very vital and crucial. Most time we most likely um, focus our energy on structural development at the expense of employee development, and the results is always frustration and lack of appreciable or sound development. As a matter of fact, as a professional, I can be able to examine and observe your work environment to anticipate a change that can affect sound organizational development just by studying the behavior of the employee. You see, employee effectiveness is key and very essential when it comes to organizational work, development, and general productivity. An average leader builds structure, while great leaders build people, and these people they build will ultimately build a structure that will bring about a massive and enviable achievement for the organization. Ultimately, your employees need to be productive and efficient to be able to achieve your organizational goals. Now, how can you improve or increase the productivity and efficiency of your employee? First, you need to learn to connect with them. You see, as a leader, you have to humble yourself and connect with your people. You need to develop healthy and quality relationship with them. Take it or leave it. Request generally is at the basis of relationship, and the more you connect with them, the more easier it becomes to communicate with them. Now, communication when there is no connectivity is like this. You are giving a directive to your employee. They carry out those directives solely because, or mainly because, they carry out those directives mainly because you are their boss or you are their employer. No string attached, and of course you can imagine how they will go about it. But when there is connectivity and then you are giving them directive, they carry out those directives with a passion. They are doing it wholeheartedly because they feel that yes, they have this sense of belonging, and they genuinely want to see the organization grow, not for themselves, but because of the relationship they share with you. That is why it is important you make them feel loved. You make them feel respected and important. Take this. The more you make them feel loved, the more passionate they will be about what you want them to do. And of course, you will agree with me that nothing can provoke productivity like passion. People go at the extreme, okay, when they are doing something they really love doing. And of course, the more you make them feel respected and important, the more importance they will place on the assignment which you have committed in their hands. They will prioritize your work. They will do it like their life depends on it. Why? Because they have a sense of belonging. So it is very, very important that what you invest in people. Now, outside, making them feel important, making them feel loved and respected, outside being interested in what concerns them directly, not just things that relate to what they are doing for you. You must build them. Ensure that your employee are trained and retrained. There is no limit to how much you can invest in what the development of your employee, because the more equipped they are, the more productive they will be. Many times you keep pushing, you keep yelling and you shouting, they are not doing it. But what if they don't even know what to do? This is why you need to train them. Oftentimes when I interact with business owners, with CEOs, their excuse for not training their staffs as they're supposed to is that they are scared of losing them after training them. You hear them say things like, I will train them today and tomorrow there will be nowhere to be found. I will just laugh and smile. You see, take it or leave it. If you must achieve your organizational goals, if you must see your organization develop, you must train them. Okay, if now to have a leverage, okay, as to see to the fact that your money is not going down the drain, the money you use in training them. Maybe when you are sending out a staff for a major training, maybe that is highly capital intensive, you can come, you can have an agreement with such staff. Okay, now after going for this, coming from Adnan, by the time you're done with this training, okay, I want you to agree with me now that you are going to work with us for these numbers of years, 2 years, 3 years, depending on what you guys will agree on. Believe me, at the end of that training, if that staff should work with you for 2-3 years, of course you would have believed that the staff will have been able to work to add value to the organization. Now, another thing you can do is this: by the time they return from trainings, let them train those that are on ground, that were unable to go for the training. When you do that, the skills they acquired at the course of the training, the experience is being shared abroad. Now you have a greater number of your staff being equipped. Of course, if you have this measure in place, you will never be laid back in what training your staff. Please never at any point do yourself that injustice. I mean that high level of disadvantage of not training your staff. We live in a very dynamic world. Things are changing on a regular basis. And if you are not updating yourself, you will soon be updated. So this is very, very vital. For your organization to grow, you need to sit down and identify specifically those things that are prohibiting your organization from growing. Diagnose the problem. Many a times as the CEO, as business owners, you might not be able to tell what the real problem is. But all you need to do is just get feedback from your employee. I'm telling you, they know what the real problem is. Try this. You'll be so amazed at the quality of response you get from them and how much it will help develop your organization. So one way to identify what the real problem is feedback from always ensure you take feedback from your employee. Now, having diagnosed the problem, you need to sit down and examine it to know what it is precisely you are dealing with. Then come up with strategic plan on how to solve the problem. And ultimately, you need to implement your plan. Planning without implementation is as good as having no plan. Implement the plan. Then get feedback after implementing the plan to see if your strategy are working. And of course, this is a continuous process. Summarily, for your organization to develop, you need a better communication mechanism. Ensure that communication are clear and effective in your organization. There's nothing that can be as frustrating as having people work for you but not understanding what you want precisely. This is why you must ensure there is a clear line of communication between you and every of your employee. Clear communication is very vital. Number 2, product and service enhancement. Ensure that on daily or regular basis, you do something to make your product and services better than what it was or what it used to be. And if you can maintain that, of course, massive and unimaginable results is what you see. Number 3, continuous improvement. Your organization needs to continually upgrade and be open to change. Change is constant. The way things are done yesterday is not the way it is being done today. And you must ensure that you are up to date with the latest methodology, with the latest approach to doing what you are doing at the moment to maintain relevancy. And lastly, individual employee development. Very, very key. Ensure that what your employee learn, unlearn, and will learn to be able to be productive and effective part-time. Thank you for watching. I look forward to reading your feedback at the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe.